I think Calvin Klein, when he got arrested, DA let Jay-Z go.
And Calvin Klein.
He was
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was from New
I
York.
thought you mean like no one.
The G's. He thought
like Klein.
So that tells me that Jay-Z wasn't involved with that activity.
Got it. At least at that time.
You know what's great about this year?
Recently, Jaguar Wright's claims have sparked a frenzy in the industry and among netizens. Initially, when she started revealing information, many were skeptical and she faced considerable backlash, with some even organizing against her. However, her critics have now turned into supporters, with figures like Joe Rogan, known for his skepticism, now backing her claims and confirming their validity.
Murder is worse. He's smarter.
In a surprising twist, Joe Rogan has posted a video implying a rumored romantic involvement between Diddy and Jay-Z. This revelation has ignited speculation about Jay-Z's fidelity to Beyoncé, thereby further validating Jaguar's claims. But where did it all start from? Obviously from Diddy's lawsuit. Combining all these allegations and one other lawsuit from a producer, feds raided Diddy's house. Authorities conducted searches at homes owned by Sean Diddy Combs as part of a federal investigation. A senior federal law enforcement official briefed on the matter revealed that Combs is a target in an investigation led by the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York. The Department of Homeland Security Investigations Transnational Organized Crime Division is carrying out the probe, which focuses on HT crimes.
But again, this could possibly be linked to a investigation involving rapper Sean Combs, the music executive.
This investigation follows allegations similar to those raised in several civil lawsuits filed against Combs in New York. These lawsuits, including one filed in federal court in December, accuse Combs of SA and ST. However, it's worth noting that Combs has denied these allegations in the past.
Combs' attorney calls the lawsuit absolutely baseless and vehemently denies the allegations.
Heavily armed teams of Homeland Security Investigations, HSI agents, conducted searches at Sean Diddy Combs' residences in Los Angeles and the Miami area. According to a source, some of these agents arrived in armored vehicles, a precaution taken due to suspicions that Combs employed armed private security at each of his properties.
So this is just a little bit ago as you can see a crowbar to get through this gate initially as well, the long guns and a multitude of people.
The agents were authorized to search for various items, including documents, phones, computers, and other electronic devices that could contain data or videos, according to a second law enforcement source. A law enforcement source told CNN that Monday's searches were related to an ongoing ST investigation. HSI in New York stated on Monday that it executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation in cooperation with local law enforcement and HSI units in Los Angeles and Miami. They added that they would provide further information as it becomes available. Combs' representatives have not returned CNN's request for comment on the searches. Combs faces accusations of ST in 3 separate lawsuits filed recently, which he has consistently denied. The specific allegations under federal investigation remain unclear. Following these allegations, at least 2 additional civil lawsuits were filed in New York against Combs, alleging SA. One of these lawsuits, filed in federal court in December, also included claims of deceit. I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy, Combs said in response to the December suit. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. Most recently, one of Combs' former employees, producer and videographer Rodney Lil Rod Jones, filed a lawsuit last month accusing Combs of SA and leading a widespread and dangerous criminal ST organization, among other allegations. The suit was filed in federal court in New York's Southern District. Combs' attorney denied the allegations and called Jones' claims lies. His reckless name-dropping about events that are pure fiction and simply did not happen is nothing more than a transparent attempt to garner headlines. We have overwhelming, indisputable proof that his claims are complete lies, Diddy's attorney Sean Hawley said last month. Armed law enforcement officers were observed around Combs' residences in Los Angeles Holmby Hills neighborhood and Miami Beach's exclusive Star Island community, as reported by CNN Crews. In Los Angeles, at least one armored law enforcement vehicle was seen arriving at the property, while agents were observed processing paperwork on card tables outside the Miami area home. Mobile command post vehicles were also visible at both locations.
What else we saw is people were led away, potentially in custody. Don't know who these individuals are, if they're related to Diddy in any way, but you can see them. A dramatic video from our Sky Fox team.
A representative from Homeland Security Investigations, HSI, in Miami confirmed to CNN that the activity at the Star Island property was related to the execution of a search warrant. HSI, the investigative arm of the Department of Homeland Security, is tasked with investigating transnational crime and threats, including HT, narcotics, and other forms of organized criminal activity. HSI investigators concluded their activities at the Star Island residence just before 11 p.m., as reported by a CNN crew. Additionally, reports are now suggesting that during the investigation, federal agents have found some links to Jay-Z regarding this lawsuit, and the beans are spilled by none other than Jaguar. Jaguar's spilling the beans about supposed leaked footage from Diddy's crib and what really goes down there. We've all heard rumors about Diddy's legendary parties and how they can get pretty crazy, but Wright's dropping some serious tea that takes it up a notch.
That's the money guy. That's where Diddy was getting all of his funds from.
The intense bond between celebrities and their devoted fans is undeniable, yet this admiration can sometimes morph into a dangerous fixation. Consider the fervent followings of BTS, Beyonce, Katy Perry, and the iconic Michael Jackson, whose supporters would go to great lengths for their idols without always knowing if their actions align with what's right. Meanwhile, luminaries like Jay-Z, who have thrived in the spotlight for decades, have faced their fair share of murky episodes. Recently, a number of prominent figures have come forward, revealing alleged secrets harbored by the power couple since their rise in the industry, including allegations of involvement in the mistreatment of women.
Information is harder to find than you think. It's secret codes. Like even when Jay-Z gave a little bit of codes on 444, there's people I know that
Conspiracies involving celebrities are certainly not a novel phenomenon, but the mysterious circumstances surrounding the tragic demise of our beloved R&B queen have reignited intense emotions among her fans. Kanye West, renowned for his provocative statements, has previously raised eyebrow-raising allegations regarding Aaliyah's passing. However, his latest claims are nothing short of extraordinary, as he accuses power couple Jay-Z and Beyonce of being involved in macabre Hollywood rituals. According to Kanye, they harbor a deep interest in the occult and have allegedly been associated with human sacrifices in the past. Recent years have seen a surge in revelations shedding light on various aspects of the case that suggest foul play. Yet what sets this moment apart is the bluntness with which these allegations are being voiced. A growing number of fans started rallying behind the call to reopen the investigation, with an unwavering commitment to ensure that Aaliyah receives the justice she rightfully deserves.
It's up. No, you. You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this isn't the first time Beyonce and Jay-Z have been accused of being involved in something shady. Jay-Z and Beyonce have frequently found themselves at the center of conspiracy theories and imaginative narratives. Some believe they are part of a shadowy organization, often referred to as the Illuminati, working in secret to orchestrate a global revolution and establish a new world order. These theories posit that they employ music videos and elaborate dance routines to subtly manipulate and brainwash the public. Allegedly, Ice Cube asserts that numerous female artists have faced significant challenges due to Jay-Z and Diddy's actions, often without receiving proper recognition. He reportedly describes their lives as tumultuous and arduous. Ice Cube has also pointed to Hollywood's history of exploitation, citing instances where even prisoners have been taken advantage of. It's not just Ice Cube. There's a perception that Hollywood collaborates closely with influential private industries, benefiting from the free labor of millions of inmates. This concern extends to the vulnerability of young children, innocent teenagers, and especially female artists who may be susceptible to exploitative practices within the entertainment industry. He has consistently made alarming accusations, claiming that Hollywood functions like profiting from subjecting individuals to various challenges. Strangely enough, there appears to be ample evidence supporting this unsettling notion. Whether it's CEOs of Hollywood studios or owners of record labels, those in positions of power in the industry allegedly have an interest in boosting the prison population. According to these claims, the underlying motive is as simple and sinister as one might expect.
And they definitely know who they are. A lot of people would be like, what? Who? Come on, man, stop playing.
Ice Cube appeared on Bill Maher's Club Random podcast and made some bone-chilling revelations. He says Hollywood executives want people to be locked up, and they help create a whole culture of violence and thug life to make this possible. This isn't just mindless speculation. Anyone can easily see the truth when you look at where the money goes. He spoke very clearly about the connection between Hollywood and the influential industry. Who benefits and profits off our bickering and division? I don't know their names, but if you follow the money, you go high enough, you start to see literally the same people who own the record labels own the prisons. The music industry also benefits from landing naive young people into prisons, and the higher-ups use music to push these people into the lifestyle of crime. Ice Cube spoke about this and said, "It seems really kind of suspicious, if you want to say that word, that the records that come out are really geared to push people towards that prison industry." According to the rapper, the whole industry is involved in creating an environment that makes young people more prone to crime and violence. A very sinister and elaborate social engineering is at work here in order to make profit off of people's lives. Ice Cube and Bill Maher's podcast discussion shed light on the alleged role of record label owners in glamorizing violence and gang culture in music. They suggest that these owners intentionally depict such lifestyles as desirable and cool, influencing impressionable young people to romanticize a path of violence and crime. Consequently, more youth may be drawn into the criminal justice system, depriving them of the chance to pursue genuine opportunities for a better life. Allegations have emerged indicating that individuals linked to the case have a notable interest in the occult and may have been previously involved in human sacrifices. Recent revelations have brought attention to several suspicious aspects of the case, suggesting the possibility of foul play. What distinguishes this moment is the blunt and explicit nature of these accusations. An increasing number of supporters are advocating for the reopening of the investigation, displaying unwavering commitment to securing justice for Aaliyah.
It's up. No, you. You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying?
Jaguar Wright has added a thought-provoking perspective to ongoing discussions about Aaliyah's tragic passing. According to her, at the time of Aaliyah's death, Beyoncé faced obstacles in her solo career and needed a breakthrough moment to achieve superstardom, which allegedly came through Jay-Z's influence. Aaliyah's untimely demise, as Jaguar suggests, provided that critical opportunity, solidifying Beyoncé's position as a beloved figure in music. As memories of Aaliyah begin to fade, concerns have arisen about how long certain individuals will continue benefiting from recurring tragedies. There's a growing call for accountability for any potential wrongdoing, with fans rallying behind Jaguar for her outspoken defense of their cherished songstress. They advocate for justice to prevail in Aaliyah's memory. The complexity of Aaliyah's case is further tangled by the involvement of R. Kelly. Allegations have circulated suggesting that in R. Kelly's trial, some of his purported victims were coerced into providing false testimony, sparking concerns about the fairness of the legal proceedings against him. Recently, an audio leak has emerged, purportedly featuring an individual identified as a federal informant who claims to have influenced one of R. Kelly's witnesses. The singer has sought the appeals court to either overturn his conviction or grant him a new trial. It's important to note that in a separate trial in Chicago, Kelly had previously been sentenced to 20 years in prison in February after being found guilty of child and enticing a minor, as reported by TMZ. During the Chicago trial, Kelly's attorney expressed similar concerns, stating that the government's burden cannot be met with the inference of bad character or tendency to commit crimes. You may consider him to be the most dishonest person on the planet, and that has nothing to do with whether the government has met its burden. During that period, a judge ordered R. Kelly to serve 19 of his 20-year sentences concurrently with his other convictions. Another of Kelly's legal representatives subsequently petitioned the overseeing judge to overturn his conviction and start a new trial. The basis of this request argued that Kelly's trial attorneys had shown incompetence and that he had been unfairly portrayed as a SL deviant to the jury. Attorney Jennifer Bonjon stated in a legal memorandum filed with the court, because the defendant had to defend against dozens of uncharged allegations of assault and SL misconduct, much of which was legal but unappealing to some. He was deprived of the presumption of innocence and denied a fair trial. There have been speculations about Jay-Z's involvement in R. Kelly's legal troubles concerning minors. Reports suggest that Jay-Z played a significant role in supporting the production of the documentary Surviving R. Kelly. Allegedly, Jay-Z provided funding for Dreamhampton to create the documentary, which brought attention to the allegations against Kelly. It appears that Jay-Z was intent on ending Kelly's career. If one remains skeptical about Ronnie's claims regarding Jay-Z's involvement, another compelling piece of evidence might sway opinions. This case wasn't the initial instance of Jay-Z financially aiding Dreamhampton. According to reports, the rapper swiftly transferred tens of thousands of dollars within minutes after she requested assistance to cover costs for protesters demonstrating against police brutality. Given Jay-Z's demonstrated generosity towards Hampton, it's reasonable to consider that he also chose to fund the documentary she was producing. Their long-standing relationship suggests that Jay-Z has been consistently supportive of her initiatives.
You know, Dreamhampton was his ex-girlfriend. Dreamhampton wrote his book, the Decoded book. You know, he funded her protest.
The narrative suggests that Jay-Z seized an opportunity by financing Dream's documentary, which not only propelled her career, but also played a crucial role in the downfall of R. Kelly. However, the text implies that Jay-Z had a multitude of motivations. Chief among them was a lawsuit that not only damaged Jay-Z's reputation, but also led to a significant financial setback of $70 million.
It was a little deeper than the best of both worlds situation. You know, R. Kelly sued him for like $70 million after.
The narrative suggests that R. Kelly had disrupted Jay-Z's tour, won a lawsuit against him, and cost him millions of dollars. However, Jay-Z was also aware that if Kelly emerged unscathed from the trial, he might eventually speak out. After all, Jay-Z had his own secrets to protect. Damon Dash, singer Aaliyah's boyfriend at the time of her death, revealed that Jay-Z had also pursued Aaliyah, even when she was a minor. Damon stated, "I did not know Jay was trying to holler at her, but then it just happened like that. He was trying, I was trying, everybody was trying, he was going hard." Damon further indicated that Aaliyah may have ended things with Jay-Z or kept him in the friend zone. This could have contributed to Jay-Z's animosity towards R. Kelly, especially after Kelly married Aaliyah, whom Jay-Z also had feelings for. According to Damon, Jay-Z became noticeably resentful when he discovered Damon's pursuit of Aaliyah. Damon clarified that although rumors suggested otherwise, he and Aaliyah were both actively courting each other. Their efforts culminated in them spending time together in the same house on the 4th of July.
So we were both going hard, and we ended up in the same house 4th of July. So we were, for some reason, this day.
Wait a minute, you, Jay, and Aaliyah ended up in the same house.
It was a situation where Aaliyah's attention might sway toward him one moment and then toward me the next. Damon emphasized his consistency in his pursuit of the singer, saying, "But that particular week, I was on top of my game. Everything I said was witty, you know what I mean?" He recollected a specific incident, saying, "I remember coming downstairs and Jay-Z had this sigh. His friends were teasing him and making jokes." However, it seems like Jay-Z won the game, and he has reportedly also dated Aaliyah. Aaliyah wasn't the only girl Jay-Z had been allegedly involved with. There are rumors that he had a relationship with Foxy Brown too when she was a minor. Wendy Williams discussed this information, saying Jay-Z and Foxy Brown were allegedly a romantical thing. All right, I'll say alleged, but we know. Yeah, she hit it before Beyonce. Allegedly. The speculation suggests that Jay-Z, likely influenced by the fallout from the R. Kelly trial, understands the potential consequences of such accusations and is keen to avoid a similar fate for himself. Allegedly funding the documentary at a strategic time, he may have aimed to shape public opinion and potentially influence jurors' perceptions of the matter before trial. Looks like Jay-Z's crimes have no end. He is again being discussed in Kathy White's death case. Remember a few years back when everyone was gossiping about Jay-Z supposedly having a side chick named Kathy White while he was married to Bey? Yeah, well, here's where it gets juicy. Apparently, news came out that Kathy had kicked the bucket. Crazy, right? That sent the rumor mill into overdrive with all sorts of theories flying around. Evidence he wasn't that much, which even may have made him involved in a M. It's surprising that there's hardly any information about Jay-Z's alleged mistress, Kathy White, who reportedly died under mysterious circumstances circumstances in 2011. However, journalist Liz Crone just set off a social media firestorm by claiming she had a conversation with Kathy before her death. Liz is now dropping hints that Jay-Z's time might be up, adding fuel to the fire. Old blog posts resurfaced with eyewitness accounts claiming they saw Kathy with Jay-Z and Diddy. With all these allegations swirling around Diddy, fans are speculating that Jay-Z could be the next target.
You want to know what makes Diddy being publicly shamed like this so left?
What's that?
Sean Carter is worse.
But what's the story about Kathy White? How did she die? And what does Liz Corkin know about Jay-Z? Let's break it down. Alright, so back in early September 2011, there was some buzz in the local news and celeb blogs about this young woman named Kathy Coriana White. Some outlets even went as far as calling her Jay-Z's supposed mistress. But guess what? The big media outlets were too busy fawning over Beyoncé's surprise pregnancy announcement, so Kathy's death kind of flew under the radar for most people. Sneaky, right?
The night's biggest moment, of course, was Beyoncé's pregnancy revelation. First, with some of the press outside the theater before the show.
According to the article, Kathy Coriana White, who was known as a fitness and beauty expert, was discovered dead in her Manhattan apartment on September 2nd. She had graduated from Howard University and had contributed to various online publications. Plus, she was the big boss as the CEO of her own public relations firm called White Label PR. Now, the report said the cause of her death was an aneurysm. That's pretty tragic, especially for someone so young and successful. However, seemingly Kathy had some drama with the blogs the year before her passing. Hollywood Street King, one of the OG celeb gossip bloggers, spilled the tea claiming that she was Jay-Z's side piece. Rumors started swirling after Kathy and model Claudia Jordan were supposedly seen at a Las Vegas nightclub, chilling at a table with Jay-Z and Diddy or Puff Daddy, or whatever he's calling himself these days. So all these allegations were mainly highlighted by Jaguar Wright, and that is why people are speculating that it may lead feds to raid Jay's house, as they did with Diddy, and Joe also seem to agree on this. One person wrote, "Absolutely heartbroken. I worked in domestic violence for years. These experiences happen all too often and go on for years. This type of especially with this kind of power dynamic, takes years to break free from and longer to recover from." One more person went on saying, "Damn, we are in the season of revelation. A lot is coming to light in such a short period of time. I wish Cassie strength and healing during this time." That's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.